Hello, everyone, and welcome to S5U. I'm your host, Kate Drake. We're here to talk about Facebook power user techniques today. I'm really excited to bring this webinar to you. It's a little bit about taking your Facebook to the next level and really helping your business through these few little techniques that will really help improve your response on social media and just make you look a little more polished and pulled together. You do have to have a really basic knowledge of Facebook, but it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. So, you should all be able to follow along. And as we go, feel free to ask questions. You've got the questions tab right there. Feel free to type in something or raise your hand, and I'll try and call on you as we go. If not, we'll definitely have a question section at the end as well. All right, so let's get started. So here's a little brief overview of what we're going to go over today. We're going to talk about how to create a custom Facebook URL. We're going to talk about managing your tabs on Facebook, which are really an underutilized resource there. They're something that we really encourage folks to get in on. How to set your notifications so you know if people are interacting with your page. How to monitor your activity. And how to use the Facebook scheduling tool. So, also how to pin important content and save it for later. All right, so we'll get started with that. So let's talk first about some power user principles. One thing we really encourage you to do is become an active poster. We'll be posting for you 3 times a week, usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on your Facebook channels. We also post on Twitter on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but on Facebook, we try and leave those days open. And the reason for that is that we want you to be posting on there too. We're going to take care of the heavy lifting that's industry-specific content and things like that. You get to do kind of the fun stuff. The events that are about your business, photos, any other personal items that can really add that personal touch to your page. We want you to join the conversation. If someone comments on your page, we want you to comment back. Some of you came to the session last week where we talked about engaging with your audience. And this is more of that same principle. We really want to thank people for participating on your page. We want you to like their comment and make them feel like you're really interested and thankful for what they commented on, even if it's a complaint or something. If somebody likes your post, call them out by comment, by name, and thank them for what they did. That's really great. We let them know that you appreciate them sharing with you. A couple other principles we want to focus on. Think social. The most successful campaigns really require your ongoing attention. If you're at an event, we want to see a photo of it. Let people know in advance that it's coming, then post a photo of yourself there, and then post a follow-up saying, gosh, thanks so much to everybody who came out to our event. Look for ways to really incorporate your day-to-day business in those social interactions. The other thing we want you to be doing is using your mobile tools. This will really help drive traffic to your Facebook page, but it'll help you really create a lot of new leads. All of you have that mobile business card that we have given you on your mobile site. You can use that to capture email addresses and exchange contact information. You've heard a lot of us tell you time and time again, please get that installed on your smartphone. If you need directions, send over an email to support@social5.com and we'll shoot you back some step-by-step directions on how to get that installed on your phone. And lastly, we want you to have fun. This is supposed to be a fun experience. It's social. Don't use it as like a billboard that sells all the time. That will really chase people away. Instead, you're trying to create a connection and a dialogue with people and really build a community of people who care about your product. And the thing that's cool is that those communities can really provide marketing opportunities in the future for your business. All right. So let's talk about how to create a custom URL on Facebook. When you're sharing your Facebook page with your potential customers, a URL can really make it easier to find your page. Instead of having it be, Katie Drake 875 blah 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 with a $sign blah 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 blah, right? Those URLs can go on so long. You want it to be like facebook.com/yourbusiness. And so that's what we're going to be talking about right here. This option is available to anyone who has 25 or more likes. So if you don't have quite that many yet, hopefully you'll get there soon. And once you do, you can take advantage of this. And it's really a cool little tool. So here's how you do it. First, you're going to click on the About button on your homepage. And once you click on that, you'll be brought to this page. And you want to select the second option down, your Facebook web address. And once you do that, you have a chance to choose what custom URL you want. If it's available, you'll be able to create a vanity link for your page. Now, sometimes it's not available. I know when I went to do mine for my personal page, there are like 8,000 people named Katie Drake out there. So I had to go with something like Katie Drake, some number or something like that, right? But at least it has my name on there and it's a little easier. Hopefully, if your business is, has a more unique name, you'll be able to put that on there. Or you can add in some deciding factors, like if you have, if you're an engineering firm or an accounting firm or something like that, you could have the name of your business, accounting, something like that. One thing that's really important to note is that you can only change your Facebook URL twice. So if you change the name of your business a lot, this is going to be a problem. So really pick something that you're going to be okay with living with for a long time and that really reflects your brand. All right, so moving on, we're going to talk about your tabs on Facebook. When you're customizing your page, you get to decide which tabs you want to be featured most prominently. And you can always go back and reorder them and change the order. On the left side of your page, you just click on More. And then you want to select Manage Tabs. And you can drag different apps over and put them in the order that you want. 2 tabs appear on the navigation bar and 3 appear on the left-hand side of the page. So let's go in and show you that a little bit more. So these are the ones obviously down on the left-hand side of the page. You can reorder those on the left-hand side of your page. You can do things like apps, photos, reviews, posts by others. You can do those as prominently as you want. You can also pick things like mobile, Twitter, LinkedIn, other social channels, things like that. To do that, you want to click on the little pencil icon there and select Manage Sections, and you can drag that to the sections that you want to reorganize. And again, we're recording this, so if you need to go back and watch it again later, because I know these are kind of step-by-step instructions, feel free to come back and watch it again. So now we're going to talk a little bit about setting your notifications. This is really important if you're not checking Facebook every day. If you're someone who isn't on there all the time, you really want to set these notifications so that you get notified when someone comments on your page or whatnot. And for a business, they're really nice to have just anyway because they, again, help you know when to respond to something in a timely manner. If you only check Facebook once a day or something like that, and someone comments 5 minutes after you've checked, it will let you know that someone commented so that you can get back in there and get back to them in a timely manner. So how you manage these notifications is you're going to go under your Settings tool. And this will open your whole Facebook dashboard. And then you're going to click on the Notifications button. So you can see it's right there. And again, feel free to go back and watch this again if you need the step-by-step instructions. I know it's kind of a lot of information to throw at you at once. You now have the option to have Facebook tell you if activity is happening on your page. That can include everything from comments, shares, likes, private messages that you get. It allows you to stay in touch with your fans in real time, even if you don't have a chance to check your page every day. So you can have your page set up and we're streaming content to it for you and you never look at it unless you get a notification. And so that's really nice. It's kind of a safety measure that you know that you're going to find out if someone's been looking at your page and if they've commented or liked your page or had a comment of some kind. So on Facebook, you can choose to do it that way and it will notify you through your personal page. You can set it up to either get a notification each time there's activity on your page or a page update, or you can get one notification on all the activity and updates on your page. And that's kind of nice if you don't have a ton of activity on your page. Excuse me. It'll present kind of more of a summary. So it's not happening to you in real time. but just once a day, it'll let you know what's going on that page. Or you can turn them off entirely if you don't check Facebook that often. The other thing that's really cool is you can set them up with email, and this will allow you to put in whatever email address you use most often, and it will send you an email every time there's activity on your page. So if someone tags your business in a post or you know, comments or anything like that, sends you a private message, you'd get an email about it that would tell you what they've said and how, and you'd be able to respond. Any questions as we've been going? Everybody okay so far? Okay. Next, we're going to talk about monitoring your activity log. This is a really big time-saving tool for you, and it can tell you a little bit about the give you live updates of the outside engagement that's happening on your page. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on activity, and once you do that, you'll be able to see everything that happened on your page. And the cool part is that each entry has a hyperlink at the moment that they interacted with you. So you can go back and you can see what happened today, what happened yesterday, and it'll go day by day telling you what's going on. And if you click on those different names there, it'll do a hyperlink back to what they said on your post, or if they liked your page or whatnot. So that's really cool. You can kind of see if you have spikes in activity on particular days. You can see if one particular post was performing really well, things like that. So the activity log, you know, it's really helpful in that way. It's not like vital to your survival, but it's got some really cool information that can really help you up your game as far as Facebook goes. Lastly, we're going to talk about the scheduling tool that they have here in Facebook. And obviously, that's part of our business here at Social 5, but it's something that you need to be making sure you do every now and then too. And that's really the thing that we find a lot with our clients, is that it's just hard to post something every single day. But one thing that's really cool is that Facebook offers a tool that lets you post program your posts in advance. So what you want to do is you want to create the post, and instead of publishing it immediately, you click the down arrow beside the post button. So instead of pushing post, put that little arrow next to it. And now you can schedule your post. You can schedule the time and day that you want it to appear. You can also backdate your post if you wanted to do that for some reason. But this is really nice if you're going to have an event or something and you want to do like kind of a countdown to it or something like that. You know, only 2 more days remaining, last chance to register, something along those lines. You can build them all at once and schedule them out to deploy at those times. And so that's a really handy tool. And you can do it with any type of post that you may want to do. If you have, I use it a lot for events that are coming up, but you know, if you just have an interesting article you want to share, but you already posted something today and you don't want to forget to post it tomorrow, you can use it for that or something too. Oh, and we're also going to talk about pinning important content. If you have a piece of content that you want to highlight for an extended period of time on Facebook, you can pin it to the top of your page so that it will be the first thing people see when they come to your Facebook homepage. This can be really effective if you're doing an event, or if you have something really cool that you want to display. Maybe you've launched a new product and you've got a post about it, something like that. So what you're going to do, I'm sorry, you're going to click on the little down arrow that's on the top of the post. So you can see over here, we've got this post, and it's got the little arrow, and it's got things that say like, you know, edit, delete, whatever. But you pick the pin to top section, and it'll move your post to the top above all the other content, whether it's new or old. The most important thing here is that you need to make sure you unpin it once the date has passed or whatever, or the time has passed. You don't want to leave it as a piece of content on there for 2 years or something, right? Because it will still be the first thing people see when they come to your page. All right, I've got a couple of questions here. Can one interact with a business page from within the Facebook Business Manager? And that one is a little trickier. to interact, I'm not sure if you're asking if you can interact with your page or with someone else's page. It's more difficult to go business to business. We'd recommend that you go from your personal page in that way, because it's a lot easier to do. So if you're going to interact with another company, try and do it from your personal page, because businesses can't really talk to each other that way. And then we've got another scheduling question. Are there limitations on what kind of posts can go on Facebook? Not really. I mean, you can post an article, you can post a video, you can post images. Just about anything like that is going to be able to be scheduled with the scheduling tool. So yeah, you can do just about anything. Obviously, you want to make sure that it's something that is going to still be there if you're scheduling it really far out in advance. If it's a web link or something that may be expired or something like that. But yeah, you can use it for just about any type of content. You could do a link to your blog, a link to your website, just about anything that you would normally publish on Facebook works there. Someone is asking, there's no save button on that settings page. Do they save automatically? And yes, once you've made those changes, there should be a way to save that. That's a little odd. So, but yes, once you put that in and exit out, go back and double check to make sure that it's saved. And if not, that might be something you want to follow up with us about. Feel free to email us at support@social5.com and we can walk you through it if it's not saving correctly. Okay? All right. Any other questions as we've gone through this? I know that was a little bit quick, and again, lots of step-by-step stuff, but feel free to go back and watch this as we go. I'm going to make sure I put a timestamp on it so that you can see, forward in the video to which thing you want to do. But all of these things are going to be really helpful tools because they just make you a little bit stronger on Facebook, just a little cut above everybody else who's out there. And so we'd really encourage you to take advantage of some of these tools, especially things like creating a custom URL or something. It's really great to be able to, tell someone to find you on Facebook and to be able to say, oh, my Facebook page is facebook.com/mybusiness is really helpful. Oh, we've got a question here. It says, once we choose our custom name and that's all good, what do we do then? Do we just tell people that that's how to look us up? And yeah, you can put that in your email signature. You can put it on your business card, wherever you want, or you can just tell people that that's the URL and they can find you there. You can also, if you want to get a little more technical, you could create like a little button that has, the Facebook icon and a hyperlink. That's what we have on all of your mobile sites. So it's not going to have the URL. It will just have the Facebook icon, and when they click on that, it takes them directly to your page. But the custom URL is really nice for when you don't have that. You can just tell somebody, or you can put it in your email signature if you're not a programmer who can build that in HTML yourself or whatnot. So, is the URL a www? It usually is. It's usually probably going to be an HTTP first, and then facebook.com/whatever. So once you get that, the way you can pull that off of your page is you just go to your Facebook homepage for your business and copy it in that top bar. And that'll be the custom URL for your business. All right. All right, well, it looks like that's all the questions we have today. So again, I know this was a lot of information to throw at you all at once, so feel free to go back and watch this if you need some more help for the step-by-step. Also, feel free to email us at support@social5.com if you ever run into any technical issues. We're always here to help you, and we're happy to walk you through these things because they really are going to just give you a little more boost and help you stand out from the crowd on Facebook. All right, hopefully we'll see you guys all again in a couple of weeks for our next sessions, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.